Hey Clashers, a lot of you guys loved this strategy. The Zap Titans is just dominating Town Hall 15 right now when you're talking about ground strategies, because if we take a look at these overall stats of last Legend season, we can take a look at the top 200 and we can see that already on rank 3 of the most used strategies, we have the Zap Titan strategy. Over half of all of the ground strategies within the top 200 is this strategy, is the Zap Titan. It's used more than double the amount of people using super bonus, which is already telling quite a bit. So I think we should just dive into some more attacks, because it seems like a lot of you are really interested in learning more about this strategy. So let's do that. Okay, we have our first base right here. Question now is, how do we approach this? Like, the big question with this strategy is normally always, what should you go for regarding the lightning spell? Because I feel like this is the biggest issue most of the people have with this strategy. What should they go for? So let's try to figure that out. What could we go for on this base, on this wonderful base? I'm not 100% sure yet, but what I want to try is tank this mortar right here. That would be wonderful. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightning this back end. I think that should be a great value. And then we can use this flinger on the right side to walk this entire side. So let's try to make that work. Let's figure out where the bitter huts are. Okay, so we need to go for a fancy earthquake. Now the lightning like this. And we have taken care already a huge part of this base. Now we need to wait for the mortar to lock onto my warden, because then we can play the flame flinger without actually having to worry about anything, kinda. You can already play it now. This turn otherwise maybe into a really problematic situation if the warden is not going to tank that. This might be it's tricky. So yes, now the mortar is tanking. Alright, now the mortar is tanked, shooting at my warden. That's great. Flame flinger now should slowly make its way towards the mortar. It's kind of taking its time, but at the same time, I think we're fine. I think we're fine with this. Let's rage the warden up. Make sure this mortar is tanked for quite some time, and then we can enter on this bottom side. Let's make that work. I think now, then we can play like that. The ice golem tightens everything in. It's really close on time, but I believe we can make this work. I believe we can make this work. So we have now the wall break. Let's try to keep wall breaking so we're getting even further into the base, and should get even towards the core of this base, so that would be wonderful. Flame Fling at the same time is working, that's great as well. King ability, we have gotten the wall break, so now it depends on where my troops are going. So far I believe they're... Never mind. I thought they would be walking the right direction, but let's see. So let's use a jump right here. Let's use a rage like here to cover the healers. And then warden ability right now, as the warden is leaving the queen, right? Ooh. What has taken down my... Oh, I think the royal champ took down my siege, because the siege went... I was hoping for the siege to go for a different path, but it's fine. It's fine. Now the royal champion in here. We need to make sure that time is not the biggest issue. Queen is fine for now. We can freeze stuff. Let's freeze the defending queen. We can use a Babe Dragon at the top side. Time is ticking. Time is ticking. That's not good. Okay, now some more troops here. Royal Champ ability is still a thing, okay? Royal Champ ability is still a thing. Can we somehow make this work? This would be a really crazy quick attack. 20 seconds. When is the Royal Champ ability? When should I use the Royal Champ ability? Should I use it now? I think I should use it... Let's just use it now to take down the defenses. No! Oh, no, no, no. Did it? I think it did go for the Clan Castle troops. That was not good, but I think we're still fine. We're still fine. We're still fine. Maybe, maybe. Yeah, easy. I mean, come on. It was so obvious that this is not a time. I will get so bad luck next attack. I should just stop it. But either way, you can see how quick this strategy is, with just like setting up the correct warden walk and everything, and what to lightning, create pathing and everything. So let's hopefully do it again and don't time fail. Okay, the most important thing now is not to time fail after what I've just said. I feel like that is now the most important thing. So let's figure something else onto this anti-3-star base. We have not a nice setup. I'm not even sure where to lightning on this time though. We could go for I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. I feel like on this one, the lock launcher might be the better choice, as I don't really see a good flame flinger option. Let's just do that. I think on this one, what is really good to lightning is like this setup right here, the monolith and the expo. I think that might be a great way to, like, a great location to actually use the lightning. So let's do that in just a second. As the queen is stepping onto this part as well, like that. And we can use the lightnings like this and deal some damage to her as well. We don't take her down, but she's on pretty much 0 HP, which is exactly what we want to have. Now, I think the lock launcher on this one is just way, way better. Let's hope for the best right here. Now the question is, do I go for the multi-inferno tower? I think no. I think that's not going to happen. So instead, let's just do that. Let's add the ice golem like that and everything. Wall break. And then the lock launcher like this. I think this should be the best setup. Looking promising. Okay, so now we can just keep wall breaking, I believe. I think that should be possible to get our troops further into the base. Lock launcher is helping. I mean, obvious, but it's just nice to make sure that you don't have to wait for the lock launcher to open up everything. Now the warn ability to make sure those loons are getting as far into the base as possible. That's always really, really great. Now we have to jump whenever we need it. I think now might be a good time to jump. We can freeze the town hall then in just a little bit. Rage things up over here. And then we can add the Royal Champ with that king together. Things are looking really, really good for us, by the way. We can just save the freeze still. I think by now we don't have to freeze anything. We can just freeze maybe the back end right here, because that still looks like a really big threat to us. And add the Hog Rider over here. Okay, Queen, do your thing. Warden is sadly running into the town of poison. That's typically not what you try to do as a Warden. Just saying. I mean, just saying. Like, yeah, why not? Now let's freeze that as we have said. There's a skeleton trap popping up. Maybe even able to tank a little bit on the outside. Tank an air defense shot maybe or something. And then we should be able to finish off the space, hopefully. Royal Champ ability is doing work. And this means we're getting our next 3. So this time on a way more convincing level than the other one. Like, yeah. Lucky me that I did not jinx myself. But this means I want to do another attack. So let's find another base. Can we go with another 3-star? That's the big question. But this base is not looking like a lot of fun. This bottom side right here is looking like a big, big problem. How do we do that? How do we approach this base? I actually have a really good idea. On those ring bases, what you're looking for is somehow to interrupt the ring. Somehow create pathing for your troops. The next big important thing in my opinion is just going for the eagle. That always helps quite a bit. Let's just do that. We're going for the eagle side. The next thing as well, make sure the cut is big enough to not lure your queen back into the wrong side. This is like the worst thing to happen for you. So that's really important as well. By now, I think as soon as this gold storage is going down, we have created a big enough cut to actually make this work. And then we can use our queen, our titans like this, and then some loons and get everything in here. The next step should be to actually funnel my troops like that. And then we can use the lock launcher to actually get further into the base and make sure we're getting the pathing right, activating the invisibility tower thingy, and yeah, let's see. So King is taking the outside. Lock launcher is doing a great job opening slowly the base. I'm using the jump because I'm not relying on my troops to actually go towards the town hall. I'm right now more waiting for my Yetis out of the clan castle to actually go there. This is, to me, just way more important. So let's freeze that in a second, like that. So the town hall should go down. Then we can rage up our titans here. The clan castle, the town hall is going down with our Yetis. So things are looking great for us. We can add the Royal Champion whenever we want. I think now might be good timing. We don't need wall breaks because the entire base is pretty much open. Maybe we can just place them here because my Yetis are, and my Titans are somewhat stuck a little bit. But still, I think it should be okay. Now, obviously, we have to somehow get through the monolith. That would be an amazing thing to happen. We have the Royal Champion coming in. We have the Headhunter coming in, slowing down that defending Queen. And we have Frosty, which is still working similar to a Headhunter. We can use on the back and already a Baby Dragon to deal some more damage. Royal Champion ability now to deal some more damage, even on some more defenses. Maybe a minion right here to take down another defense. That should be already it, shouldn't it? I mean, Queen ability is still there. Is this our first close fail? That's the big question now. Oh no. Oh no, have I talked too soon? Come on. Is that now my payback for the trash talking during the first attack? It would have been deserved. It would have been deserved, not gonna lie. But yeah, still. Again, on turn of 15, you cannot 3-star every single attack. And it's more about like having a strategy which is working really consistent for you. And if you're failing, you want to have a high percentage. I think this was still a decent approach. So overall, I'm quite happy with the attack. I hope you enjoyed this little episode of, again, a Zap Titan strategy, because it feels like so many people are interested in this strategy, because it is right now, it feels like the #1 strategy in the game for Town of 15, for ground. And yeah, you have seen the stats in the beginning of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow for the next one. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.